What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another channel on the video. As you can see by the title of the video, we are looking at the round of carnage, the chaos from an AFL fantasy standpoint. Welcome to the channel. My name's Josh. I'm coach captain of the Young and the Gould. And without any further ado, let's jump on in. So as you can see, we're in the home page here. We're going to scroll down and go to the Young and the Gould and jump on in. Let's have a look at round 5 and what we have on offer. Now, this was an absolute banger round for me. I think I did really well and want to go through this line by line. So as you can see there, my team, I scored a 20-11 in this game with a team value of 18.31 million now. 463 was my round 5 ranking, so really happy with that, and came into 7,902 overall. That was off the back of some great performances from some of our trade-ins. So let's have a look here. We had Harry Sheezel scoring 159 for us, which was just phenomenal. He was just getting it done. He was hungry for it. If you've seen my Supercoach video, you know I talked this guy up to death, but phenomenal performance from him, and absolutely one of the best starting picks of the season. Shows you that the preseason games can do you some solids. Then we had Lockie Whitfield, scored 120, looked good in the Giants win. Lots of handballs over the top, lots of keeping the ball running, and just phenomenal performance from him. So loved what we saw from Lockie Whitfield, and is making some decent cash as well. We then had Hayden Young, who we still have in this format, with 861k, scoring a 102, and just showing, again, he can get it done in that midfield. He and Sarong are the big boys, with Brayshaw kind of lagging behind. We then had Massimo D'Ambrosio, who scored a 65, and it kind of saved it in the last quarter as well. So really disappointing from him, and has been probably one of my worst picks of the season, which is saying something. We had Zach Williams. Zach Williams was on 38 halfway through the second quarter, and I thought, here we go. Tweeted out, is he going to make people that traded him pay? Scored a 91, and in typical Zach Williams fashion, faded off. What excites me about this pick, though, is that, I mean, the scoring was there, obviously. We've got injuries to McGovern and Saad, which I think he's going to get more of the ball because of that. So he looks like he could be a good pick, and probably sit somewhere in that D6 position. And then right there you can see we've got Sam Closey, the pick last week. Phenomenal from him with a 94 on debut, and justifying that price. He is looking the goods and has a really nice, where's his break even? Up here, minus 37. So he's set to make more cash. Kicked 2 snags in the game, and it was quite good. We had Dacos, who usually is on field on the bye, and then we had Blake Howes scoring a 68. So obviously in my Supercoach video, you would have seen that he was on field. Closey was on the bench. It's the other way around here, and scored that 68. So pretty happy with that. Only decision that wasn't right was the Massimo, but he can look to go this week, I think. If we scroll down, the man still getting it done. Jack Steele doing phenomenally well. What's he averaging this season? Average score of 121, so doing what he was doing at his best in 2021, scoring phenomenally. We had Zachy Butters do quite well. Look, let's be honest, this bloke should be suspended. With Matt Crouch, you can see there going off next to him. He did get the week, and apparently all you've got to do is extend those arms down to be covered. So disappointing from Matt Crouch to get suspended, but lucky that Butters didn't, and I'm glad that I did not cop all the bullets this week. We then have a look at Nick Martin. Nick Martin scoring a 85. Wasn't as solid as what he has been. I think this is really due to him pushing more up the ground. I spoke about it again in the Supercoach video. It looked as if Redmond and McGrath were getting a lot more of the ball, and he was trying to push up. I wouldn't be surprised to see that kind of shift back a little bit now, and him really be the distributor. Who are they taking on? They're taking on Adelaide Crows, so that might be a little bit difficult, but hopefully he can show that he can get it done again. We had Elliot Yeo on field, and against Richmond showed up. 94 there was amazing from him. Up to 767k now, so not too far off. And he's someone that I'm going to look to throw back when I reorganize my team and restructure up next week after DPP. We had Sharpie on field with a 65. Wasn't the best, but he is taking on West Coast this week. Loves to run, so I'm looking to keep him on field most likely. We've just found out that Sanders is the sub. This has been recorded on Thursday night. So trying to get this done before the games go live. So hopefully you'll have that soon. But yeah, Sanders is the sub, so he's absolutely going to have to get put on the bench or traded out. Probably traded out, to be honest. We had Colby McKercher sitting there. He was on the 2. Unlucky. Kind of got that injury, bruised sternum from big Jeremy Cameron. Copped that, but talk is that he should be back. So 474k, that's probably stunted his cash gen a little bit, which is not good. His break-even's 87, so he might have to get traded, to be honest. But now that Sanders is the sub, he might have received a lifeline. We got Riley Sanders, 39, subbed out by Bevo. Honestly, Bevo doing Bevo things. Fantastic. And we had Jai Clark also on 2 as a substitute. So pretty shit round from this standpoint, but great to be in a best 18. We do get Matt Roberts coming back into the squad, so he'll be straight back on field after his bye, and I expect him to keep doing what he does. He's playing, who's he playing? The Gold Coast Suns, so hopefully that half-back flank can get him some scoring. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, though, with Parker probably returning into that squad, Taylor Adams, Isaac Heaney, so a lot of spots in there. Hopefully he can lock down that half-back position and be someone that we can rotate back next week. We then look at the ruck line, and you can see there had Max Gawn with a VC on the Thursday night. Just phenomenal things from him. He's now up over that 1 million mark, and he's showing why he was an incredible starting pick. So for 298, very common VC option, and we definitely took the loophole on that one. Played Harry Barnett on the field with the captain, but had Trishan Jerry sitting on the bench, who also did phenomenally, a 107. What's his average now on this one? 103.4, so been a great pick there. Definitely enjoyed having him in the team, and glad that he is a member of the Young and the Gold. We're going to have a look at our forward line. So as you can see here, we had Sammy Flanders with the 125. Finn obviously went to him in the start of the game, but there was no tag. So it was great to see him put up that kind of score, and definitely was someone that coaches were looking to bring in. If I have a look at... I wonder if I can go menu stats maybe. I don't even know how I'd do that. Percent owned, 52% now. So definitely someone that coaches look to bring in. But playing the Swans, could that be a hard matchup? Could that be an easy one? We'll just have to remain and see. We had Tommy Powell scoring a 113, which is amazing. Zach Fisher with an 82. Tom Powell looking like a good pick. Zach Fisher, someone that we might need to look at moving on as kind of a failed mid-pricer. We had Dempsey sitting on a 70, matching Darcy William on the bench with a 70. Wasn't the best game, but I think absolutely could have a better outing against the Lions. Loves to run, get forward, and can get back and support. So hopefully a large marking game here, as well as some snags. And then we had Harley Reid, who just absolutely smashed it this week with an 81. I think best game that he's definitely had. Went up 48k. Sitting on that 64 projected, but a 17 break even. So he's got the West Coast Derby, or the West Australia Derby against Fremantle, and should be quite good with a contested game there. We also had Charlie Comben playing on field, 69 there, brought him in, the mid-pricer. Probably wasn't the smartest decision, but did go up 55k, owned by about 7% of the contest, and is set to make more cash, so that 5, and you'd think going against Hawthorn, the ball, he should, let's face it, get the ball quite a bit. Hawthorn aren't looking too great though, so let's just wait and see on that one, but definitely a 69 there. Could have been a point better if I played Darcy, but also, the rookie roulette swings. I had Sean Manor and Ethan Phillips who didn't play, and they're probably two that I am looking to move on this week. I do have, as you can see, I wonder if we go into it really quickly. How do I get this up? The Trade Centre. Got a bit of cash here, so 337k after the downgrades last week. So still have some cash to burn. And might look to deploy that next week. I really want a Zach Merritt, but I think I want him next round onwards. And I'm just concerned about getting a fully priced premium when you've got people like a Tom Green dropping 80s and 44k at a time. Who else went down? Bont went down 957, Brayshaw 945, Tim English dropping 941. I think Rory Laird and Jordan Dawson, that's an interesting one. Both being played in different positions. Dawson, a bit more of that forward role, and that's not what you want to see. You also have Errol Goulden, has dropped a bit of cash as well, and was a smash pick last year. What else have we got here? We've got a Luke Ryan, who's just absolutely feasting at 912. Petrarca and Taranto on bye. Petrarca down a little bit as well, so he could be a sneaky watch. But Sam Walsh was the person that I was thinking about getting this week. I just don't know if I want to make the play to upgrade, or if I want to wait in the midfield for these players that are maybe going to be coming down quite aggressively if they're not able to meet their break-even. Bont, you've got a 140 break-even going against, say, Kilda. They do give up points, though. What's Dawson got? 146. Laird, a 141. So so Rory Laird and Jordan Dawson, huge scores to meet for their break even. They could be very cheap next week. So I might even look, if we mock up some trades right now, before I do anything, I just need to make sure my VCs are all set. So yeah, I think that's probably where we have to go, right? I am going to hold Matt Crouch here. So Matt Crouch is going to have to stay on my team because I want to come out next week with another premium in the team. And I think if I can get an upgrade this week, I might get a Sammy Walsh, maybe. If we can make it happen, it might be a McKercher out. Or even a Riley Sanders out. Wonder what that would look like if we did a Riley Sanders and if I traded a Massimo D'Ambrosio. Do that. What would it look like if I did a... in here is going to be a Graham. And the other person will be a Walsh. Do I have cash to get that done? I would have cash to get that done. Oh. Swap with that position. What is going on here? If I reset trade. All right, let's just try this again. So if we go a Massimo D'Ambrosio, and I'm going to go a in here Graham. Let's make that trade, confirm, and then what we're going to do is just swap Dacos and Graham. So if we then go to my team, make the swap there. Do I leave a Zachy Williams on? Sorry for the live trading, but it's always a bit of a cluster. So we got Will Graham there, and then if I trade out Sanders, I'll have 1.19 million. I could even just bring a Merritt straight in. Let's go Walshy, make trade, confirm offer. And then I'm going to get him on field for a... Oh, who will I sub him? Clark. $886. and then we could have a Clark come on for him there. That would be where we kind of line up. That could be the go, actually. So that could be what we look at here from a trade standpoint. I will get final trades out to you. I'll tweet them out, but that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. It would leave the team looking like this. And what we'd be looking at doing is getting a Nick Martin back into defense with a Closer going to the bench there. We'd have a Matt Crouch coming back on into here. So we'd be running Matt Crouch basically replacing Nick Martin. We'd have 3 rookies, probably 2 rookies after we upgrade next week as well, because I still have 233k left. And then we could look to upgrade the forward line where I am very light. The other alternative is that I get rid of a Manor, I get rid of an Ethan Phillips, and we bring in a Hugo Garcia and a Hugo Garcia and a Will Graham. That's the other trade I could look at doing as well. So that's kind of where we're at here. A really, really quick video, quick look at it. Look, I would probably be not getting in a midfielder this week, only because I feel like there's so many that are about to drop cash. And you can see there, if we just go to, where is it, Stat Center, you can look at round change, negative. Clayton Oliver down 70k, could bring him in next week. Jaden Short's got injured. Tim English could be an option, 53k, lost 130 on the season. Darcy Parish. There's just so much to play out here. Dawson, it could be a better option to be able to go that way. So I'd probably be leaving the midfield for now. If you can make an upgrade in your forward line, or you can get someone in your forward line, maybe do that. That could be an option. I might look to flip out Sanders though, so that could be my pick. But that's kind of where we're looking at. A really quick video just to update you. Let me know in the comment section below, what are you doing? Are you double downgrading? Are you upgrading? Are you preparing for upgrade season next week? Who are you looking to bring in? I'd love to hear it in the comment section below. But as always, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being here, being a part of it. And as always, we will catch you in the next one. Peace out.